Trump getting indicted is a distraction from the real problem we have. The actual problem that is affecting our lives, the flawed financial system we need to fix. 3 banks failed, and Barclays warned that a second wave of deposit outflows is coming. And although the U.S. real gross domestic product rose by 2.3% during the fourth quarter of 2022, there were a lot of components that showed softening, leading many economists and banks to still expect the U.S. to slip into recession. The Conference Board, a private economic research agency, determined that if we take out anomalies, our economy would have actually shrunk 0.8%. According to their analysis, residential and non-residential investments are buckling under the weight of high interest rates. And with the Fed's plan to continue raising interest rates, residential and non-residential investments will most likely continue in 2023. However, this resulted in private inventories expanding more than expected in quarter 4 of 2022. This boosted overall GDP considerably. However, this is unlikely to last. On the trade front, both exports and imports dropped for the quarter, but imports dropped more. This helped to boost overall GDP growth. These anomalies in inventories and trade cover up the real trouble we're in. Another thing is consumer spending. It held up for the full quarter, but it appears to have fallen off dramatically in December. No one's paying attention, of course. Aside from the contracting GDP, there's Charles Schwab Corp on pace for its worst month in more than 35 years. $620 billion of unrealized losses U.S. banks are sitting on. Russian Parliament State Duma Deputy Chairman Alexander Babakov's stronger call to BRICS to create a new global currency to bypass the dollar and other issues. Already, the traditional media is speculating about Trump's case, ignoring larger economic issues. The contracting GDP has gotten barely any kind of coverage. There is not a word from the government on what we're going to do about it. In the end, it will be the working class, the ones who are actually carrying America on their backs, those who work tirelessly to support their families and themselves, those who try to stay away from being a burden to the government and other taxpayers. Those are the people that will have to carry this load. The price of everyday goods and services has skyrocketed, with some basic goods going up more than 200%. Our economic policies have resulted in thousands of workers getting laid off, home ownership becoming out of reach for millions of Americans because of rising interest rates, bank runs, and banks tanking. This is what we are left with: a flawed financial system, millions of Americans struggling to buy decent food, and a government with no interest in actually getting to the root of the problem. All you can do is take care of yourself and your family. Whatever wealth you have now, make sure you allocate it the right way. Balance your portfolio so that you are prepared for whatever economic troubles we find ourselves in the future. Consult your financial advisor. You may also start with the Gold Protection Kit. Noble Gold is offering it for free. Go to ivoryhackergold.com, ivoryhackergold.com.